all think we'd survive a zombie apocalypse just because we've watched a few movies. Spoiler alert, you wouldn't. You can't even survive a terms of service agreement. You lock your doors at night. You draw the curtains. You whisper your secrets in the dark because you think you are safe. You are not. In the 1980s, you were terrified that the government would plant a bug in your living room. Today, you went to the store, bought the bug yourself, named it Alexa, and thanked it for playing your favorite song. You didn't just lose your privacy, my friend. You sold it for convenience. Welcome to the Panopticon. Today, we are exposing the 30 everyday objects that act as spies in your own home. These are not conspiracy theories. These are the user agreements you accepted without reading. Let's meet the spies you invited to dinner.
Fact 1. The robot vacuum, Roomba. You think it's just a cute little disc that saves you from sweeping the floor. You gave it a name, maybe put googly eyes on it. But while it bumps into your furniture like a drunk puppy, it is doing something much more sophisticated. It is cartography. The modern robot vacuum uses V-SLAM technology, visual simultaneous localization and mapping. It is building a highly detailed architectural-grade map of your entire home. It knows the square footage, the placement of your furniture, and where you keep your expensive items. Why does a vacuum need to know where your bedroom is? It doesn't. But Amazon and Google do. In 2017, the CEO of iRobot stated that this mapping data could be shared with big tech partners. Imagine a future where your vacuum tells advertisers that you still have a crib in the nursery, so you get diaper ads. Or that your living room is empty, so you get ads for sofas. Your floor plan is now a commodity. It's the only maid that sells your secrets to the neighbors. Fact 2. The smart TV. Remember when the television was just a box that received signals? Now, the signal goes the other way. Modern smart TVs, particularly from brands like Samsung, Vizio, and LG, utilize a technology called ACR, Automatic Content Recognition. This system takes a screenshot of what you are watching several times a second. It doesn't matter if you are watching cable, Netflix, or even a DVD from your private collection connected via HDMI. The TV analyzes the pixels, identifies the show or movie, and builds a psychological profile of your viewing habits. This data is sold to advertisers to target you on your other devices. If you watch a lot of action movies, don't be surprised when your phone tries to sell you a gym membership. Vizio was even fined $2.2 million by the FTC for collecting this data without consent, but the practice continues. Your TV is literally judging your taste in movies and selling that judgment for profit. Fact 3. The video doorbell, Ring. You installed a video doorbell to catch package thieves and feel like a secure suburban homeowner. What you actually built is a privatized surveillance network for the police. Amazon's Ring has partnered with thousands of police and fire departments across the United States. In many jurisdictions, law enforcement can request footage from your front door without a warrant. It gets worse. These devices record audio from the street, capturing conversations of neighbors who never consented to be recorded. You have effectively turned your front porch into a police interrogation room. And let's not forget the employees. There have been reported incidents where Ring employees were caught watching customer video feeds for entertainment. You paid $200 to become an unpaid security guard for the state. Congratulations on your new job. Fact 4. The smart speaker, Alexa and Siri. Hey Siri. Okay Google. These wake words are the keys to the kingdom, but for the device to hear the wake word, it must be listening before you say it. It is constantly buffering audio, waiting for the trigger. Tech companies claim this audio is deleted locally, but we know that is not the full truth. There is a phenomenon known as phantom activation. This happens when the device misinterprets a sound from the TV or a conversation as its name and starts recording. These accidental recordings are sent to the cloud. Both Apple and Amazon have admitted that human contractors, real people earning minimum wage, listen to a portion of these recordings to grade the AI. That means a stranger in a cubicle somewhere might be listening to your argument with your wife or your confidential business call, all because your speaker thought you said its name. Fact 5. The smart fridge. The smart fridge is the ultimate solution to a problem nobody had. It connects to Wi-Fi to tell you the weather and track your groceries. But why does a refrigerator need to know your email address? To monetize your hunger. These devices track how often you open the door, what time you eat, and what brands you buy. This is a gold mine for health insurance companies. Imagine a world where your premiums go up because your fridge reported that you consume high-sugar products at 2 a.m. 3 times a week. It creates a digital dossier of your dietary sins. While it hasn't fully rolled out to insurers yet, the data architecture is there. You are literally feeding the algorithm that judges your health. It's like living with a judgmental nutritionist who never sleeps. Fact 6. The smart thermostat. Nest. The promise is simple. Save money on your electric bill by letting the thermostat learn your schedule. The reality is that you are telling a massive data corporation exactly when your home is empty. A smart thermostat uses motion sensors and phone location data to determine home and away status with frightening accuracy. If this data were to leak, and data leaks happen every day, it would be a shopping list for burglars. They wouldn't need to stake out your house, they would just need to download your schedule. Furthermore, during energy crises, some utility companies in the U.S. have already utilized demand response programs to remotely lock user thermostats and change the temperature without the homeowner's permission. You don't control the temperature, the server does. You are just a guest in your own house. Fact 7. The baby monitor. This is the most terrifying item on the list because it involves your children. Most modern video baby monitors are just cheap, unsecured IP cameras. Manufacturers rush these products to market with default passwords like admin or 1234, which parents rarely change because they are too tired to read the manual. Search engines like Shodan crawl the internet looking for these unsecured cameras. There are countless documented cases of hackers identifying a vulnerable monitor, taking control of the camera, and speaking to the child in the middle of the night. It is a horror movie scenario brought to life by laziness and poor cybersecurity. You bought it to protect your child, but you opened a digital window for every predator on Earth. Fact 8. The smart lock. The physical key is a clumsy, ancient technology, but it has one massive advantage. It cannot be hacked from Russia. Smart locks, which open via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, create a digital log of every entry and exit. They know exactly what time you leave for work and what time your kids get home from school. This data is stored in the cloud. If your account is compromised, a thief doesn't need a crowbar, they just need a laptop. Moreover, in a messy divorce or legal battle, these logs are admissible evidence. Your own front door can testify against you in court, proving exactly when you came home late. It's not just a lock, it's a time clock for your personal life.
Look at you. You are sweating. You are looking at your vacuum cleaner with suspicion. Good. You should be. You spent thousands of dollars to fill your house with spies, just so you wouldn't have to get off the couch to turn off the lights. You traded your freedom for a voice-activated light switch. And the best part? You pay the electricity bill to keep them running. Let's see what else is in your pockets.
Fact 9. The e-reader, Kindle. You think reading is a private, solitary act? Not anymore. If you read on a digital device like a Kindle, you are being monitored. Amazon tracks every single interaction you have with the book. They know how fast you read, which pages you skip, and exactly where you stop reading. They track which sentences you highlight. If you highlight a passage about depression or divorce, that data is added to your profile. They know that you bought War and Peace to look smart but quit on page 40. This aggregated data changes how authors write books, encouraging them to write shorter chapters and cliffhangers to keep the engagement metrics high. Your attention span is being engineered by a bookstore that reads you while you read it. Fact 10. The fitness tracker, Fitbit/Apple Watch, it's a shackle you wear voluntarily. These devices monitor your heart rate, your sleep quality, and your GPS location 24/7. They know when you are stressed, when you are exercising, and when you are doing other physical activities. The privacy policy of these companies often allows them to share anonymized data, but data is rarely truly anonymous. Insurance companies are already offering discounts if you share your fitness data. That sounds nice, until they deny you coverage because your heart rate variability indicates a risk they don't want to pay for. It is the ultimate betrayal, your own pulse snitching on you to a corporation. Fact 11. The color printer, yellow dots. This sounds like a conspiracy theory from a tinfoil hat forum, but it is 100% real. Almost every major manufacturer of color laser printers, Canon, Xerox, Brother, HP, implements a secret tracking code. It is called the Machine Identification Code. When you print a page, the printer sprays tiny, microscopic yellow dots across the paper. You cannot see them with the naked eye, but under a blue light and magnification, they reveal a grid. This grid contains the exact date and time the document was printed and the serial number of your printer. The Electronic Frontier Foundation confirmed this years ago. If you print a whistleblower document or an anonymous letter, the government can trace it back to your specific home office in minutes. Fact 12. The vending machine. You walk up to a vending machine to buy a soda. You stare at the glass. The machine stares back. Modern vending machines, especially in malls and airports, are equipped with small cameras and facial recognition software. They are not just checking if you stole a Snickers. They analyze your age, your gender, and your mood. If the machine detects you are a young male, it might display an ad for an energy drink on the digital screen. If you are a woman, maybe a diet soda. This data is aggregated to tell corporations who is buying their junk food. You are being profiled by a candy dispenser. It's analyzing your face while you analyze your poor dietary choices. Fact 13. The Smart Toothbrush, Oral-B, and Philips now sell toothbrushes that connect to an app via Bluetooth. They track how long you brush, how hard you press, and which quadrants of your mouth you miss. They gamify oral hygiene. It seems harmless, right? Wrong. Dental insurance companies are partnering with these tech firms. The goal is to eventually adjust your dental premiums based on your brushing habits. If the app says you didn't brush for 2 minutes twice a day, your claim for a cavity filling could be denied or your rates raised in the future. They are turning your bathroom routine into a performance review. Brush harder or pay more. Fact 14. Email tracking pixels. You receive an email. You open it. You don't click any links, you just read it and close it. You think you are safe. You are not. That email contained a tracking pixel, an invisible image, 1 by 1 pixel in size, transparent. When your email client loads that invisible image, it sends a request to the sender's server. That request tells the sender exactly when you opened the email, how many times you opened it, what device you used, iPhone or PC, and your rough geographical location based on your IP address. Salespeople use this to know exactly when to call you. Scammers use it to verify that your email address is active. You are being tagged and tracked just by looking at your inbox. Fact 15. The modern automobile. Your car is no longer a machine, it is a smartphone on wheels. Modern vehicles are packed with sensors. The seat has a weight sensor. It knows if you gained weight. The GPS knows where you sleep and where you work. The telematics system records your speed, your braking harshness, and how loud you play the music. Mozilla Foundation reviewed 25 major car brands and found that every single one failed their privacy test. Some manufacturers explicitly state in their privacy policy that they can collect data about your sexual activity and genetic information, likely inferred from where you go and clinics you visit. They sell this data to data brokers. Your car is the biggest spy you own, and you pay thousands of dollars for the privilege of driving it.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. You think you can just jump in your car and drive into the sunset? The car is snitching on you. The road is watching you. You want to fly away? The plane is watching you. You are trapped in a web of silicon and glass, my friend, and you are the fly. Let's see how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Fact 16. The rental car. Bluetooth. You fly to a new city and rent a car. You plug your phone into the USB port or connect via Bluetooth to listen to your music. In that split second, the car's infotainment system requests access to your contacts and call logs. You click Yes without thinking. The car downloads your entire address book and your text messages. When you return the car, you walk away, but your data stays on the hard drive. The next renter can scroll through your contacts, see who you called, and even read your messages. Security researchers have bought old infotainment units from junkyards and recovered data from thousands of previous owners. Never sync your phone to a car you don't own, unless you want the next driver to call your mother. Fact 17. Tire pressure sensors, TPMS. Every modern car has tire pressure monitoring systems. These are little wireless sensors inside your tires that tell the dashboard if you have a flat. To function, each sensor transmits a unique radio ID number. Here is the problem. That radio signal is unencrypted. Anyone with a cheap radio scanner on the side of the road can log these IDs. By placing scanners at different points in a city, it is possible to track a specific vehicle's movements without ever seeing the license plate. It is a hidden, invisible license plate that broadcasts your location to anyone listening on the right frequency. Fact 18. Airplane seat screens. Next time you're on a flight, look closely at the entertainment screen in the seat back in front of you. Look at the bezel. See that little black circle? That is a camera. American Airlines, United, Singapore Airlines, they all admitted that the new systems they installed came with built-in cameras. The airlines claim these cameras are disabled and were never intended to be used. They say they are for future video conferencing features. But the hardware is there, staring at you while you sleep with your mouth open at 30,000 feet. If a hacker were to compromise the plane's entertainment network, they would have a live feed of every passenger on board. Enjoy your flight. Fact 19. Toll transponders. Easy Pass. You put that little white box on your windshield to zip through toll booths without stopping. It's convenient. But that transponder is an active RFID tag. It is constantly listening for a ping. In many major cities like New York, readers are installed not just at toll booths, but at random intersections throughout the city to monitor traffic flow. Your Easy Pass is being scanned as you drive to the grocery store or your mistress's house, creating a precise log of your movement through the city, even when you aren't paying a toll. You voluntarily tagged yourself like a migrating bird. Fact 20. The smartphone gyroscope. You turn off your GPS. You deny location permissions to your apps. You think you are off the grid. You are wrong. Every phone has a gyroscope and an accelerometer, sensors that detect tilt and motion. Apps usually don't need special permission to access these. Researchers have proven that by analyzing the microscopic vibrations from the gyroscope, AI can determine if you are walking, driving, or taking a train. They can even figure out what you are typing on your keyboard by the way the phone vibrates when you tap the screen. Your phone's balance sensor is a microphone for your physical activity. Fact 21. Weather apps. Why does a weather app need access to your contact list or your microphone? It doesn't. Weather apps are notorious in the cybersecurity world. The Weather Channel app was sued by the city of Los Angeles for deceptively mining the location data of millions of users. They don't just check where you are to give you the forecast. They track where you go 24/7 and sell that history to hedge funds and advertisers. Hedge funds analyze foot traffic to malls to predict stock prices. You are selling your privacy for a prediction of rain that is probably wrong anyway. Fact 22. AirTags. Apple released AirTags to help you find your lost keys. Instead, they created the perfect tool for stalkers. These coin-sized devices can be slipped into a purse, a coat pocket, or stuck behind a license plate. Because they ping off every nearby iPhone in the world to update their location, they create a global tracking network. While Apple has added some anti-stalking features, like alerting you if an unknown tag is moving with you, these alerts are often delayed by hours. It is weaponized convenience. For $29, anyone can become a private investigator. Fact 23. Free public Wi-Fi. You are at a coffee shop. You see a network called coffeeshop_free. You connect. You check your bank account. Congratulations, you might have just handed your credentials to a hacker sitting 2 tables away. This is called a man-in-the-middle attack. A hacker sets up a fake Wi-Fi hotspot with a legitimate-sounding name. When your traffic flows through their device, they can capture cookies, passwords, and data. If you are not using a VPN, virtual private network, using public Wi-Fi is like shouting your credit card number across a crowded room. Fact 24. Flashlight apps. In the early 2000s, before phones had built-in flashlight toggles, everyone downloaded flashlight apps. These were the original Trojan horses. Many of the most popular flashlight apps requested access to your contacts, your location, and your microphone. Why does a light need to hear you? It was a massive data grab. Millions of people willingly handed over their entire digital lives just to see in the dark. Even today, check the permissions on your simple utility apps. If a calculator wants access to your photos, delete it immediately. Fact 25. DNA testing kits. 23andMe/Ancestry. You spit in a tube to find out if you are 5% Viking. It's fun. It's a great dinner party topic. But you just FedExed your genetic code, the most private thing you own, to a private corporation. These companies can change their privacy policies, but more importantly, law enforcement uses these databases. They don't need your DNA to catch you. If your third cousin spit in a tube, the police can use familial DNA matching to build a family tree that leads to you. You didn't just snitch on yourself, you snitched on your children, your grandchildren, and relatives who haven't even been born yet. Your biological privacy is gone forever. Fact 26. Smart toys, my friend Kayla. In 2017, Germany banned a talking doll named My Friend Kayla and classified it as an illegal espionage device. Parents were told to destroy the doll with a hammer. Why? The doll used an unsecured Bluetooth connection to talk to the child. It recorded what the child said and sent it to a server. However, the connection was so weak that anyone parked outside the house could connect to the doll via Bluetooth and listen to the child, or worse, speak through the doll to the child. Imagine your child's teddy bear whispering to them in the voice of a stranger. That is the reality of smart toys. Fact 27. Digital billboards. You are walking through a shopping mall. You look at a digital advertising screen. The screen is watching you back. Hidden cameras in the frame of the billboard use facial detection software to determine your demographics. They track how long you look at the ad, your estimated age, gender, and even your emotional expression: happy, confused, angry. If you look away, the ad might change to something flashier to grab your attention. You are not just a shopper, you are a lab rat in a maze, being analyzed by the walls. Fact 28. Credit cards. Your bank knows you are getting divorced before you do. Credit card companies and banks have sophisticated algorithms that analyze your spending patterns. A sudden increase in alcohol purchases, new spending on flowers or hotels, a subscription to a dating site. They build a lifestyle score. If your spending indicates risk or instability, they might lower your credit limit just when you need it most. They sell anonymized transaction data to other companies who want to know what people in your zip code are buying. Your wallet is a snitch. Fact 29. Loyalty cards. Supermarkets don't give you a discount card because they like you. They give it to you because your data is worth more than the 50 cents you saved on milk. By scanning your card, they track your entire diet over years. They know if you have a baby on the way, prenatal vitamins. They know if you are diabetic, sugar-free products. This data is often sold to data brokers. There is a famous case involving Target where the algorithm sent coupons for baby clothes to a teenage girl before she had even told her father she was pregnant. The math knew her biology better than her own family did. Fact 30. Your friends. You are a ghost. You don't have Facebook. You don't have Instagram. You use a burner phone. You think you are safe. You are not. Because your friend Dave does have Facebook, and Dave just uploaded his contact list to Find Friends. Now, Mark Zuckerberg has your name and your phone number, and he knows you are connected to Dave. If 5 other friends upload their contacts, the algorithm can triangulate exactly who you are, where you live, and who you know, creating a shadow profile for you. You never signed up, but you are in the system. You cannot opt out of other people's stupidity. Conclusion. We have traded our privacy for shiny toys. We accepted the surveillance state not because we were forced to by a dictator, but because it was sold to us with free shipping and a touchscreen. Every object we discuss today is a choice. You can buy a dumb TV, you can use a regular vacuum, you can pay cash, but the net is tightening. It is becoming harder and harder to opt out. The question is not, who is watching me? The question is, who isn't watching me? And the answer is, nobody. So, go ahead, turn off this video, put your phone in your pocket. But remember, the gyroscope is running, the microphone is buffering, and that smart TV is taking a screenshot of your confused face right now. There are no secrets left, my friend, only data points. Good luck sleeping tonight. I'll be watching, and so will your toaster.